chicken is on the menu tonight, so get you some roti, some white rice, and join me in the kitchen. So for today, I'm going to be using some boneless chicken thighs, but you can also use boneless chicken breasts or bone-in chicken, just as long as you can cut it up. I've already washed and cleaned the chicken thighs, and now I'm about to cut them up into some bite-sized pieces. So I'm all done and I'm ready to season the chicken. So we will start by adding 1 medium onion chopped, about 1 cup of chopped cilantro. Guys, if you have shadow benny and you know what that is, this will be amazing. It will be even better. All right, 1 to 2 tablespoons of crushed garlic, or if you have fresh garlic cloves, do 4 to 5 of that minced. Go ahead and add about 2 tablespoons of curry powder, salt to taste, and you gotta have some kick. All right, so after adding the thyme, the fresh thyme, about a tablespoon of fresh thyme or dry thyme, go ahead and add some crushed pepper, all right, to your liking. So these are the ingredients that I'm going to use, and now I'm just going to glove up and mix it really well and incorporate all those wonderful flavors and seasonings into the chicken. I want to incorporate it really well. The goal is to marinate this chicken, and you can do it for about 30 minutes, or even better is when you can cover that chicken and put it in the fridge overnight. It will be amazing. All right. So I get this question from time to time: what curry powder do I use? Well, I use Chief. I've been using this for so many years. In my opinion, it's the best. But of course, that's in my opinion. Let me ask you, what curry powder do you use, and which one do you like? What brand do you like? Comment below and let me know. So to a large saucepan, go ahead and add about 3 tablespoons of cooking oil. I'm adding avocado oil, but just add any type of cooking oil. And the goal again is to parch the curry powder in the oil for a little bit before adding the chicken. It gives it a really nice flavor, as opposed to if you just add the curry as is. Some people actually add water and make a paste and parch that too, but I'm just going to add the dry curry powder. Sometimes I add some minced garlic after the curry powder is parched, and that gives it a nice flavor too. But for today, I'm just going to parch the curry, and I'm going to add the chicken to it after about a minute or so, maybe 1 to 2 minutes. So, just kind of stir it up. It'll look a little bit pasty, but just go ahead and stir it up and ensure that it's evenly parched. Mix it into that oil really well. We're going to add that chicken to the oil and the curry, and make sure that when we're done, we thoroughly mix it in. And we're going to be mixing consistently every 5 minutes as it cooks, because we want to make sure that all the seasonings are fully incorporated, but not just that, but that it's cooking evenly. All right, so you have to periodically, I would say every 5 minutes, for about 10 to 15 minutes, that you stir it continually. Not continually rather, but consistently every 5 minutes. and then eventually you will just leave it to cook on its own. I just want to add here that I do not add water to my chicken, and the reason being is that I'm cooking it on medium heat and the chicken itself is going to release its juices. I never have to add any water to it. However, you do what you think is best for your chicken, and because it depends on what heat you're cooking it on, what kind of pot you're cooking it in, how pressured the pot is when you cover it. There are a few factors, but I personally do not add any water, all right, because the chicken, you will see just now, it will just yield its own juices, and it's usually enough. My, that looks so delicious and it smells heavenly. So as you can see, guys, it generated its own water and I don't have to add any, like I said before. So I'm just going to let it simmer and continue cooking about 30 minutes and it should be good. Just check it periodically to see if your chicken needs water or if it's okay, and of course to avoid overcooking it. Yummy! So the chicken is cooked, it's tender, and this is where you will want to taste it and make sure that it has enough salt and whether or not you want to add anything else to it. But it is perfect. We're all done, guys. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. I hope that you enjoyed this recipe. Please give it a try. Let me know how your curry chicken turns out, okay? And as usual, stay safe.